Ooh, prepare to have your mind blown once again, baby, because here are 50 amazing facts to blow your mind. There are playgrounds in England, Finland, Germany, and the US designed specifically for aging residents. They feature low-impact exercise equipment designed to promote balance and flexibility, such as elliptical machines, static bikes, and flexors. Starting on July 19, 2016, T-Mobile gave all of its customers a year of unlimited data to play Pokemon Go. They also offered 50% off mobile accessories such as portable power packs and more because so many people's phones were dying. In June of 2016, there was a massive theft of Twitter usernames and passwords involving nearly 33 million customers. According to the security company Leaked Source, over 120,000 people had used the password 123456. There's a sport called joggling where you jog and juggle at the same time. It was invented by a man named Bill Gadouz, who would juggle balls on a running track to increase his coordination when he realized that the pace of the 3-ball juggling pattern easily matched a wide range of running cadences. In Japan, there's a condition called hikikomori, where around 1 million people, mostly men, have locked themselves in their bedrooms for years, creating social and health problems. There's a replica of Noah's Ark in Williamstown, Kentucky. It was built by creationist ministry Answers in Genesis. It is exactly the dimensions specified in the book of Genesis at 450 feet long, 76 feet high, and 46 feet wide, and cost about $100 million to make. The Antarctic Polar Desert is the largest desert on Earth. It covers the continent of Antarctica and is the size of about 5.5 million square miles. The world's most expensive aquarium fish is the Asian arowana, also known as the dragonfish. It's believed by the Chinese to bring good luck and prosperity due to its red color and coin-like scales. This fish has sold for up to $300,000. Siberia has a population density of less than 8 people per 1 square mile. This is extra shocking considering that Siberia covers 77% of all of Russia and has an area of more than 50 times that of the UK, but yet has half the population. During the American Civil War, if you were drafted, you could actually pay someone $300 to go in your place. This was called commutation and was intended to raise money for the war effort, but was often heavily criticized that it was better at raising money than troops. Saltwater Brewery from Florida has partnered up with the ad agency We Believers to create fully edible 6-pack beer can packaging. It's made from byproducts of the brewing process like wheat and barley and is fully biodegradable and completely digestible. They are just as strong as the plastic ones, but if an animal or bird gets caught in one, they can actually snack on it and quickly decompose it. Most mammals don't live long past their reproductive years. Only a few that we know do, such as the killer whale, pilot whales, and possibly some great apes and human beings. And knowledge whales. Ooh. The national sport of Afghanistan is called buzkashi, where a headless carcass of a calf or goat is kept in the center of a field and 2 opposing teams on horseback try to get hold of the carcass and carry it to the goal area. The game can sometimes last for days. In the small town of El Val de Anton, Panama, there are trees growing that have square trunks. It's believed that this strange anomaly of nature doesn't occur anywhere else in the world. In fact, experts from the University of Florida took a few tree seedlings to see if they will retain their rectangular shape if planted elsewhere in the world, and they didn't when planted in other locations. In fact, the tree had normal circular trunks. In 1818, when Abraham Lincoln was 9, his mother Nancy died of a mysterious milk sickness that was sweeping across southern Indiana. It turned out the strange disease was due to drinking tainted milk from a cow that had ingested poisonous white snake root. Mary, Queen of Scots, became queen at only 6 days old. This is because her father died and she was his successor. In the 1930s, people lacking space in their London apartments used to utilize a baby cage for more space and for fresh air for their babies. It was a wire contraption that you hung out of your window. Yeah, that sounds safe. The word dinosaur comes from the ancient Greek words dinios, meaning fearfully great, as in awe-inspiring, and sauros, meaning lizard. The name was invented in 1842 by Richard Owen. The jaguar is the national animal of Brazil. Its scientific name is Panthera onca and is the largest carnivorous mammal in Central and South America, weighing up to 211 pounds. At the beginning of World War I, magician and escape artist Harry Houdini sold war bonds and taught American soldiers how to free themselves from German restraints. In 2013, scientists from the University of Chile spent a year designing a new vaccine that will give anyone who drinks even a small amount of alcohol an immediate, very bad hangover. They developed it to help tackle the problem of alcoholism in the country. The sloth only urinates and defecates once a week. Constipation is normal for them, and so when they do go, it's like giving birth. Their poop comes out looking like a long piece of rotten banana. Yeah, you're welcome for the visual. In North Korea, only military and government officials can own motor vehicles. Before there was modern refrigeration, people in Russia and Finland put Russian brown frogs in their milk to keep it fresh. According to Moscow State University organic chemist A.T. Lebedev, the frog's skin secretions are loaded with peptides and antimicrobial compounds. The blue whale has the highest percentage of body fat of any animal at more than 35%. With the whales weighing in at up to 180 tons, that's easily a record-breaking amount of fat for one animal. 5 high school students and their teacher from a small town in Sicily, Italy, created a prototype of a vending machine that turns your plastic recyclables into phone cases. It grinds down the plastics into tiny pellets, which are then melted and used to create 3D printed phone cases. The project was created to encourage other youths to recycle more. In Australia, there's a Christmas song where Santa's sleigh is pulled by 6 white kangaroos. Their names are Jackaroo, Curly, Bluey, 2-Up, Desert Head, and Snow. 80% of YouTube's views are from outside the United States. YouTube also exists in over 88 countries, and you can navigate the site in a total of 76 different languages, which covers about 95% of the internet's population. Retired NBA All-Star basketball player Yao Ming has his own winery in Napa Valley. Yao Family Wines opened in 2009 and makes ultra premium wines and is open from 10 to 5 for tastings. In late 2016, the world's second tallest building, the Shanghai Tower, built the world's fastest elevator. According to manufacturer Mitsubishi, the elevator moves as fast as 4,035 feet per minute. That's 46 miles per hour. Steven Tyler from the band Aerosmith's birth name was Stephen Victor Tallarico. The first woman in the United States to receive a medical degree was Elizabeth Blackwell back in 1849. Sushi is actually meant to be eaten with your hands and sashimi with chopsticks. The box jellyfish's venom is among the most deadly in the world. Human victims sometimes drown of heart failure from the pain and shock, and survivors can continue feeling considerable pain for weeks after. They also often have significant scarring where the tentacle made contact with their bodies. Flowers from bamboo are rarely seen. Some species can develop flowers after 65 to 120 years. But what's most fascinating is that if they do flower, all plants of that one bamboo species develop flowers at the same time, no matter where they're located in the world. Gasoline, kerosene, benzene, and turpentine all used to be used to cure head lice. References to it appear in medical journals as far back as 1917. Maryland's state sport is jousting. It became their official sport back in 1962 and has been held there ever since colonial times. Antarctica has no reptiles. Reptiles need heat to keep their bodies functioning, so they cannot survive in severe extended cold temperatures. They would literally freeze solid. There's an island in Brazil that is untouched by humans because it is covered in deadly snakes. The Ilha de Queimada Grande, or Snake Island, has up to 5 golden lancehead snakes per square meter. The golden lancehead is responsible for 90% of snake bite related fatalities in Brazil. The snakes are so dangerous that the Navy has forbidden anyone from landing there. There's an underwater museum off the coast of the Spanish island of Lanzarote called Museo Atlantico. It contains the sculptures of British artist Jason Descartes Taylor and depicts our changing and sometimes destructive role in the modern world. In Texas, it is against the law for anyone to have a pair of pliers in their possession. Praying mantises can turn their heads 180 degrees. They use this ability to scan their surroundings using 2 large compound eyes and 3 other simple eyes located between them. When minimum wage first became a law in the US back in 1938, it was 25 cents an hour, and if you adjust that for inflation, it would be $4.31 an hour today. New York's first St. Patrick's Day parade was held on March 17, 1762. On March 13, 1781, astronomer William Herschel discovered the planet Uranus. It was the first discovery to be made in modern times and also the first to be made using a telescope. On July 16, 1935, the world's first parking meter, known as the parkometer, was installed on the southeast corner of what was then First Street and Robinson Avenue in Oklahoma City. Panama hats are actually made in Ecuador, not Panama. In Tennessee, a law exists that prohibits the sale of bologna on a Sunday. Actor Tommy Lee Jones and Vice President Al Gore were freshman roommates at Harvard. Honeybees have 5 eyes, 2 compound eyes that help them see around themselves simultaneously, and 3 simple eyes that are positioned on the top of their heads that help with its orientation. And now you're just a little bit smarter. But as always, thank you guys so much for coming by today. Remember to come back on Monday and every single weekday at exactly 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because I'll have a brand new video for you. I'll see you then.